Ladies and gentlemen, before we even begin, there's a serious elephant in the fucking room, and his name is Neil Gaiman. So, for those you don't know, the creator of the Sandman and a bunch of other, well, technically, he's the creator of the entire just major order of the religious gods side aspect of DC. We're talking about the angels, the demons, the endless, like that entire thing. That is Neil Gaiman's complete. That is his complete baby. However, the man himself, the man himself is garbage. Like we are talking Harvey Weinstein level garbage, where he has assaulted, abused, threatened multiple women throughout his career. While a lot of us have been sitting around waiting for season 2 of The Sandman to finally drop, I feel as though going into this season, people are going to be far more critical, and they're going to be looking at this show with with a fucking microscope and a magnifying glass because of the actions of its creator. Will this series end up being as popular as season 1? Probably not. If anything, we're gonna see throughout the trailer because I did hear a little bit of news on the side. We're gonna see whether or not that's true or not. But if anything, this may be the final season for the Sandman, and then Netflix is gonna wash their hands of this entire situation. It's one of those things where the creator themselves, their actions, uh, their private and public actions have completely tainted basically everything that they've ever made. This is not going to be a Harry Potter situation where the creator tainted the well and the entire project is able to continue surviving beyond her because it has grown bigger than her. This is one of those things where a creator has literally walked up and, unbeknownst to everyone, stabbed his creation directly in the heart, and it's essentially going on terminal life support indefinitely, probably until the creator himself shuffles his mortal coil. But we're going to jump into the trailer. We're going to see whether or not what I heard was true, and then we're going to have some comments on the other side.
I summon the family to me. It is I, Destiny of the Endless, who calls you. Brother Dream, will you join us? Sister, Desire, Despair, youngest of the Endless. Come.
Yo, season 1, I absolutely love Desire. Season 2, Desire is continuing with the fuckery. And it is absolutely like they didn't have to show up dressed to the nines like this. Everybody else is in like regal flowing gowns. It's very 18th century Victorian in their design. And she's just like, nah, we're going with actually no, burlesque. Yes, I see it.
Come.
Hi, it's me.
It has been centuries since we were all together. It'll be interesting to find out why you've called us here. Perhaps for you more than any of us, my brother.
A king will forsake his kingdom. The oldest battle begins once more.
Now, volume 1? Okay. So what I heard is true. They're definitely gonna milk this season since it's probably going to be the last season, which is why they're splitting it into 2 volumes, volume 1 and volume 2. It also kind of works out for them because they're trying to keep you subscribed to Netflix as long as fucking possible. Where is she? 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 Here. So if you remember from season 1, there's this young African American woman. Well, she's not African American. She's legitimately African because he met her in Africa. But this is a young black woman in a cell in hell. There's a whole, funny enough, I did a video on this forever ago for like who that woman is, but essentially she's one of the first people that Dream ever fell in love with, and he forsaked his kingdom to basically be with her, and she did something like a betrayal because she realized he couldn't remain with her and he had to go back to essentially do his job. And because of her betrayal, she was basically damned to hell, which is why when he walks across the cell and he sees her inside the cell, they have like that conversation that they have. Trust me when I say this, one of the first people Dream has ever truly fell in love with, not one of the last people Dream will ever truly fall in love with. And then of course we're seeing the revolt. Oh, we're getting a whole dragon this season. And a Pegasus. And a Griffin. Where is it? We get a little bit of Lucifer. Right here. Which this is where's it at? Come on. I hate clicking through this shit. There. God damn it. Right there. There. Basically, we're about to arrive at the point where Lucifer does what he did in the Lucifer show, where they basically get tired of ruling hell. And they're like, you know what? Fuck it. And they just leave. This is going to cause absolute pandemonium and chaos because not only does Lucifer have a bigger job than just being the warden of hell, she's also kind of they're also kind of low-key the warden of all the souls in hell. They're also the one that keeps all of the demons in line. And I'm assuming this right here is the demons no longer being in line. If I was just flipping through this looks exactly like that ball bastard Solus from Dragon Age Inquisition. It's gonna be interesting to see where exactly the story decides to go. I am 100% for exploring not only the relationship between all of the siblings a whole lot more, but I am also for exploring. My man looks so goddamn good with long hair, but I'm also for exploring. He also looks baller as hell in his regal attire. The relationships that Dream has essentially had his entire life. Because not only do we have this from the extra 2 episodes that we also got his relationship with. She's not a muse, or is she a muse? Basically her singing gives you inspiration and thoughts and ideas. The relationship that he had with that person and the fact that they had a child and then that child died tragically, all that stuff. I'm 100% here for it. However, this is definitely going to be the final season of the show. With the issues with the creator, unless this completely defies expectation and blows up to a situation where it's like, no, it's too big to fail. It's bigger than Neil Gaiman and his entire situation, like his entire just travesty and horror show of the life. Yeah, unless it blows up to like that point, and Netflix is like, no, we can keep doing this, and then separating it from the creator itself. This is going to be the final season of this show, so enjoy it while you can. And Neil Gaiman, you can go fuck yourself. All right. You guys, let me know what you think about the video. Comment down below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.